Namaskar, this is Nirja, and you are listening to Travel World Online. News highlights of the day. Ministry of Tourism organizes global launch of Travel for Life. Hospitality industry has tasks cut out to achieve sustainability goals. Nakul Anand. TAAI urges Finance Ministry to scrap TCS. Reiek village declared best tourism village in India. Kerala's Kanthalloor village bags centers gold for best rural tourism project. Karnataka Tourism Society elects new managing committee. Rajasthan accounts for 76% of the bookings for culture and heritage travel. OU World Tourism Day report. On the occasion of World Tourism Day 2023, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India organized the global launch of Travel for Life, a sectoral program under Mission Life, targeted towards the tourism sector, in partnership with the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, MoIFCC, United Nations World Tourism Organization, UNWTO, and the United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP, at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi on 27 September. Ajay Bhatt, Minister of State of Tourism and Defence, V. Vidyavathi, Secretary, Tourism, Leena Nandan, Secretary Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Rakesh Kumar Verma, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Tourism along with other officials were present on the occasion. On the occasion, Bhatt said that the Ministry of Tourism's recent initiative, Travel for Life, is a testament to our commitment to promoting sustainable tourism. He further added that the recent G20 Leaders Summit in New Delhi has demonstrated India's commitment to forging global unity and collaboration, and the deliberations echoed the collective aspirations of nations for a sustainable future. He urged every traveler, every business, and every citizen to adopt this program and pledge to travel responsibly, to respect our environment, and to understand and appreciate the diverse cultures that make our world so beautifully complex. The Travel for Life program, which is a part of Mission Life, sets out the path to a sustainable planet Earth, he added. Vidyavathi underlined that the Travel for Life program will encourage tourists to take simple actions that result in conservation of the environment, biodiversity, improvement in the local economy, and preservation of the socio-cultural integrity of the local communities. It aims to create mindful and deliberate utilization of resources by the stakeholders in the tourism value chain. Nandan said that Mission Life aims to have sustainable lifestyle, which means mindful use of resources. She added that the challenge of climate change has to be met by governments, by organizations, and by individuals through positive and proactive environment-related actions. Verma stated that the G20 New Delhi Leaders Declaration, NDLD, has highlighted the crucial role of tourism and culture as a means for sustainable socio-economic development and economic prosperity. The event saw the launch of the Travel for Life program for two different verticals, viz. Travel for Life for Cleanliness, a national TFL campaign for cleaning tourist sites and monuments in convergence with the Swachhata campaign, and Travel for Life for Rural Tourism, encouraging tourists to explore the rural and lesser-known hinterland, promoting sustainable rural tourism, thereby empowering rural communities. The Travel for Life program actions promote sustainable economic development, encourages sustainable consumption and production, and thereby contributes to the SDGs focused on decent work and economic growth, SDG 8, Sustainable Cities and Communities, SDG 11, Responsible Consumption and Production, SDG 12, Climate Action, SDG 13, and Life Below Water, SDG 14. Given the wide range of actions, Travel for Life contributes directly and indirectly to almost all the SDGs. A national Travel for Life competition titled as Tourism for Tomorrow for case studies and best practices was also launched during the event, in alignment with the key priorities of Goa Roadmap. The global launch of Travel for Life at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi was virtually attended by the international organizations, participants from the G20 member countries, industry and state governments. The event saw the launch of other initiatives like the Tourism for Tomorrow competition, Design Edible Cutlery competition, Yuva Tourism Club merchandise, and the Swachhata campaign at 108 tourism sites across India. The Tourism for Tomorrow competition builds upon the 5 key priorities of G20 Goa roadmap for tourism that are green tourism, digitalization, skills, tourism MSMEs, and destination management. The Ministry of Tourism will recognize and support SDG-driven tourism best practices in India through the facilitation of this competition. A design challenge competition for institutes of hotel management affiliated to NCHMCT, National Council for Hotel Management and Catering Technology, under Ministry of Tourism, Government of India has been planned to develop innovative solutions in the field of edible cutlery. In line with the Swachhata campaign activities, a massive cleanliness drive has been planned by the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India at identified 108 tourist locations for the launch of the Swachhata campaign. This campaign will be carried out at these 108 sites as well as other places of tourist importance. The objective of the whole drive is to ensure garbage cleaning, sanitation, and banning single-use plastic, SUP, and promoting use of eco-friendly substances. For a wider reach, the students. A vision of creating a $3 trillion tourism GDP for India by 2047 through 100 million foreign tourist arrivals, 20 billion domestic tourism visits and more than 200 million direct and indirect tourism-driven jobs. This is the scale envisioned by the Federation of Associations in Indian Tourism and Hospitality, FAITH. The Ministry of Tourism's unique initiative, Travel for Life, encourages sustainability in tourism, and this will accelerate hospitality and tourism businesses, stated Nakul Anand, Chairman FAITH. Anand was speaking at Travel for Life, a global first initiative by the Ministry of Tourism to boost public and tourism businesses, launched on the occasion of World Tourism Day. Ajay Bhatt, Minister of State of Tourism and Defence, V. Vidyavathi, Secretary, Tourism, Leena Nandan, Secretary Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Rakesh Kumar Verma, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Tourism along with other officials were present on the occasion. Anand said India is perhaps one of the very few countries which has already covered expansive strides in remodeling its tourism based on eco-friendliness, youth-friendliness and sustainability, and the introduction of the G20 Tourism and Sustainable Development Goals Dashboard acts as a tremendous tool to keep the industry accountable and firm on its path towards achieving its sectoral goals by 2030. As world leaders grapple today with the throng of complexities that climate change poses, and subsequently stress on actioning resilient solutions to reach net zero goals, I believe the tourism sector has the potential to outshine all others as the Olympic flame blazing towards responsible and sustainable development despite its complex relationship with the environment. However, the industry has its task cut out as it needs to strike a balance between economic development and ecological preservation, said Anand. He also highlighted that if countries are to fulfill their undersigned commitments adopted during the Paris Agreement, 2015, and hold the global average temperatures increase well below 2 degrees Celsius, and further limit it to 1.5 degrees Celsius, then it is imperative to address the fact that the industry poses a threat to sustainability. Our current travel and tourism model is unhinged and unsustainable as it leads to the generation of an estimated 5.2 gigatons (GT) of carbon each year, accounting for 9% to 12% of total global GHG emissions. To align the industry's impact positively in the direction of the Paris Agreement, emissions would have to be reduced from 5.2 to 3.1 GT of carbon emissions to prevent the projected rise of 6.2 GT. Having said this, I would like to draw your attention to this session's most eminent topic and give thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi and the Ministry of Tourism for designing Travel for Life, Lifestyle for Environment, under the Mission Life Directive, Tourism as a Vehicle for Achieving Sustainable Development Goals, said Anand. To cite an example closer home in hospitality, ITC Hotels has not only embodied its pioneering concept of responsible luxury, but also endorsed it to the world at large. Globally, ITC Hotels is the first to have 23 properties LEED Platinum certified, 12 of its hotels LEED Zero Carbon certified, and 2 hotels LEED Zero Water certified. ITC Hotels has surpassed the UN 2030 sectoral targets consecutively for the third year in a row, reusing more than 99% of solid waste generated and meeting more than half of its electric consumption through renewable sources. ITC Hotels is also deploying state-of-the-art technologies such as atmospheric water generators at its Grand Chola and Welcome Hotel Bengaluru properties. ITC Hotels is perhaps one of the most noteworthy examples in the hospitality industry to prove that the MICE business model can not only exist in sustainable surroundings, but also enable planet-positive experiences, he further added. On the occasion of World Tourism Day 2023, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India organized the global launch of Travel for Life, a sectoral program under Mission Life, targeted towards the tourism sector, in partnership with the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, MoIFCC, United Nations World Tourism Organization, UNWTO, and the United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP, at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi on 27 September. The Travel Agents Association of India, TAAI, in a written communication to Nirmala Sitharaman, India's Finance Minister, has requested the government to scrap tax collection at source, TCS, on overseas tour packages. TAAI's appeal has come at a time when the Government of India has decided to increase TCS on overseas tour packages from 5% to 20% beginning 1 October 2023. The association has requested the Finance Ministry to consider scrapping TCS entirely, citing the immense business challenges the tax regime creates for travel agents. There is a need to withdraw the 5% TCS on overseas tour packages. If the new proposed rate is implemented, it is going to be detrimental to the business of travel agents. The proposal to hike the TCS rate will not only increase the cash outflow of end customers, but will also give an unfair advantage to international online booking engines and websites and promote direct hotel bookings. The business is shifting to international entities as booking directly with them helps a client to save 5-20% TCS and 5% goods and services tax, GST, levied on outbound tour packages, said Jyoti Mayal, President, Travel Agents Association of India, TAAI. It is to be noted that the government had raised TCS on foreign remittance through the Liberalized Remittance Scheme, LRS, to 20% from the existing 5%, except in certain cases in its last union budget. There will be no change in the rate of TCS for all purposes under LRS and for overseas travel tour packages, regardless of the mode of payment, for amounts up to 7 lakh rupees per individual per annum, a previous notification from Government of India said. TAAI in its communique also highlighted that the financial institutions, like banks in the country at present don't have a mechanism in place to monitor the 7 lakh rupees threshold on overseas travel spend. The celebration of Tourism Day took place at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi on Wednesday, 27 September. During this significant event, Reiek village in Mizoram was honored as the best tourism village in India and was awarded the prestigious Gold Award. It's worth noting that Reiek village stands among the top 5 villages in India to have received this coveted Gold Award. Representing the village and the state of Mizoram, who Robert Romavia Rote, Tourism Minister, accepted the award from Union Tourism Secretary V. Vidyavathi. The Best Tourism Village competition, which culminated in this recognition, was orchestrated by the Central Nodal Agency for Rural Tourism under the Ministry of Tourism. A remarkable 750 applications were submitted from 315 districts and 31 states across India. The inception of the Best Tourism Village competition dates back to 16 February 2023, initiated by the Ministry of Tourism. Over several stages of assessment, the top 80 villages emerged in early September. These villages underwent rigorous scrutiny, including PowerPoint presentations and video clips, which were screened by the National Evaluation Committee. Based on their exceptional performances, 35 villages were bestowed with gold, silver, and bronze awards. Among this elite group, Reiek village stands tall as one of the 5 gold award recipients from the final selection. The assessment criteria for these awards were aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals, encompassing 9 evaluation parameters. These parameters included cultural and natural resources, economic sustainability, environmental sustainability, governance and prioritization of tourism, health, safety and security, promotion and conservation of culture, development of social sustainability, tourism development and value chain integration, and infrastructure and connectivity. Roite was accompanied by Joint Secretary Tourism Puvi Laling Mavia, VCP Reiek Pu Lalozama, and other distinguished officials, adding grandeur to this momentous occasion. Kanthalloor village Panchayat in Kerala's Idukki district, where the Sustainable and Inclusive Street Tourism project of the State Responsible Tourism Mission was successfully implemented, was bestowed with the Gold Award by the Government of India in the category of Best Rural Tourism Projects. Kerala Tourism Director P.B. Noor received the award from the Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, India V. Vidyavathi at a ceremony held at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi on the occasion of World Tourism Day, 27 September. Kerala Responsible Tourism Mission, RTM, Coordinator and State Rural Tourism Nodal Officer K. Rupesh Kumar and Kanthalloor Village Panchayat President P.T. Mohandas were also present to receive the honour. Street, which stands for Sustainable, Tangible, Responsible, Experiential, Ethnic, Tourism, is implemented in selected places across Kerala, based on Anvuto's theme Tourism for Inclusive Growth. Kanthalloor was selected for the honour after an 8-month-long extensive evaluation of rural village projects in the length and breadth of the country. In all 767 projects from around the country vied for honours, and 5 of them won gold, 10 were selected for silver and 20 for bronze. This honour is a huge endorsement for Kerala's sustainable and responsible tourism initiatives led by the Responsible Tourism Mission, Kerala Tourism Minister P.A. Mohammad Riaz said. It is all the more heartening that this national honour is presented to Kerala on World Tourism Day, for which the theme chosen this year by United Nations World Tourism Organization, Anvuto, is Tourism and Green Investments, Riaz added. Kerala is a global pioneer in sustainable and inclusive tourism development, and Kanthalloor is a sterling example of how well tourism should be promoted based on these ideals, Tourism Secretary K. Biju said. After receiving the honour, Noor recalled that this is the latest in a series of international and national awards to be bestowed on Kerala's RT initiative, which has set a globally appreciated model of tourism development that protects ecology, values culture, and brings benefits to the local community. Located close to the famed hill station Munnar in Idukki district, Kanthalloor village was first brought in the ambit of the Participatory Tourism Initiative PEPPER before moving on to street project, with the active participation of the local community and the village panchayat. Recalling the phase-by-phase process followed in Kanthalloor, Rupesh said, to start with, dedicated tourism village assemblies were held in all wards of the panchayat to discuss the schemes to be taken up. This was followed by activities such as resource mapping, training programs, and formation of MSMEs relating to range of tourism-related businesses and services. After laying a firm foundation, the RT mission, and a village panchayat successfully took the project forward with clear-cut planning. The entire panchayat was declared as part of a tourism circuit. Kanthalloor has the distinction of being the country's first panchayat to implement women-friendly tourism, for which several programs were held in collaboration with UN Women. As part of this, the destination security scheme was implemented and special women tour packages drawn up. The panchayat also stands as the first rural local body to implement a tourism project utilizing the plan fund. Based on the protocol for village and farm tourism, various tourism packages were drawn up and implemented in Kanthalloor. Arrangements were made for panchayat-level registration of vehicles used for tourism activities. Uniform rates were decided for tour packages, and review meetings were held jointly by RT Mission and UN Women. As part of this, Safe Destination scheme was implemented. Green badges were provided to vehicles used for tourism activities. A range of other activities like proper maintenance of street lights, installation of public water vending machines, and destination sign boards were done. Collection of waste from houses and tourism properties was systematized. Green checkposts were set up to strictly implement ban on plastic material. Seeking to enhance the rural experience for tourists, various areas were demarcated as Green Street, Vegetable Street, Fruit Street. All activities were coordinated by an oversight panel with the Panchayat President as Chairman and RT Mission Coordinator as Convener. In the 4th Annual General Body Meeting held on 26 September at Hotel Maurya, Bangalore, Karnataka Tourism Society, KTS, elected its new managing committee for the period 2023 to 25. The new team consists of following: K. Syama Raju, MD Hotel Maurya, President; Vineet Verma, Ed and CEO, Brigade Hotel Ventures Limited, Vice President; S. Mahalingaya, Director, Skyway International Travels, Secretary; Manoj Matthew, SVP Operations, Tamra Leisure Experiences, Joint Secretary; and G.K. Shetty, Chairman, Swati Hospitality Services PVT Limited, Treasurer. The other managing committee members include Amish Desai, Director, Billis Travels PVT Limited; Radhakrishna Hola, Director, Kaveri Cars; Ayappa Somaya, Director, Tattava Trails; Jagdish H., Director, Big Travels; and P.C. Rao, Director, Leel Solutions PVT Ltd. KTS was founded in 2019 with the view to promote tourism in Karnataka and to safeguard the interests of all stakeholders engaged in tourism. In the short period since its inception, the KTS has been instrumental in getting a lot of business-friendly benefits for the tourism stakeholders by closely working with the government officials. Some of the key initiatives the KTS has been able to get include 20% discount for co-participation at national, international exhibitions and events participated by the Department of Tourism, Government of Karnataka, industry status for star hotels, relaxation in business operations during the latter part of the pandemic period, conducting networking events for stakeholders across Karnataka with support from Department of Tourism, Government of Karnataka, conducting the maiden edition of Karnataka International Travel Expo, KITE, a B2B event for which over 400 tour operators and travel agents from LNDA and overseas were hosted as well as taken on FM trips showcasing Karnataka. KTS also engaged with the Department of Tourism, Government of Karnataka to draft the Karnataka Tourism Policy for the period 2021-2026. Tracking travel trends across India, OYO has published its World Tourism Day report focusing on India's top spiritual, culture, and heritage destinations. As per the data analyzed between January 2023 and June 2023, Jaipur has emerged as the top cultural and heritage destination, followed by Agra, Mysore, Udaipur, and Jodhpur. Interestingly, Rajasthan alone contributes to 76% of the top bookings in this category, with Jaipur observing over 60% of the total bookings. This indicates a strong desire among travelers to explore the rich heritage and culture of the state. In terms of growth, Thekkady, situated near Periyar National Park in Kerala, takes the lead with a 103% increase in bookings compared to the same period last year, followed by Mysore at 42%, showcasing a growing preference among travelers for the southern states. The spiritual travel category is also witnessing a steady growing in India, fueled by the desire to pursue enlightenment and self-discovery among millennials and Gens. Among the top spiritual destinations, Varanasi continues to take the lead with 33% of the bookings, followed by Tirupati, Puri, Amritsar, and Haridwar. Compared to age 1 to 0 to 2, Puri has clocked the maximum growth this year at 22%, followed by Haridwar and Amritsar at 18% and 11% respectively. Other destinations that continue to witness an uptick in demand in this category are Shirdi, Deoghar, Mathura, Vrindavan, and Madurai. Commenting on the summer travel trends, Srirang Godbole, Chief Service Officer, OYO said, "As we celebrate the diversity of India's travel landscape this World Tourism Day, we are happy to observe a shift in travelers' preferences. More and more people are prioritizing meaningful experiences over luxury and materialism. Spiritual and cultural travel has always been important for India's tourism, but it's interesting to see how much it has grown in recent years." Destinations like Varanasi, Tirupati, Puri, and Rajasthan have consistently been popular since 2021. As India's interest in cultural and spiritual travel grows, we are committed to supporting local hotels and homeowners, creating job opportunities, and boosting the local economy in the process. OYO has consistently been focusing on expanding its presence across offbeat destinations in India, providing a platform for budding entrepreneurs in these areas to thrive. Recently, OYO partnered with the government of Jammu and Kashmir to launch a statewide initiative, Crown of Incredible India, to facilitate opening of homestays across 75 villages in the state and create self-employment opportunities. In a similar vein, OYO has ventured into agritourism in Ekta Nagar, enabling local farmers to diversify their income by setting up homestays. OYO has also announced plans to open 50 hotels in Ayodhya, contributing to the development of the tourism industry in the city. That's all in Bulletin. For the latest updates, keep listening to Travel World Online Radio with you always. Kabhi bhi